There are stories in medicine that defy logic, moments where science hesitates, and instinct, that small, trembling whisper in the back of your mind, becomes the only guide you have left. This series is about those moments, the rare, the unexplained, the ones that hide in plain sight while lives hang in the balance. We'll explore what happens when symptoms don't make sense, when test results lie, and when the body is fighting a silent enemy no one knows how to name. Through every story, you'll see what it's like, not just to be the patient, but to stand beside them as a nurse, to watch, to listen, to fight for answers when the world insists there are none. Each episode is a journey through the unknown, one that teaches, terrifies, and transforms. Because here on Last Breath Diaries, there's always a lesson to be learned, sometimes at the edge of life itself. And when this series ends, you'll walk away with more than just stories. You'll know how to recognize the signs, what questions to ask, and what to do if you or someone you love ever finds themselves trapped in a mystery like this one. We look forward to sharing every breath, every heartbeat, and every revelation with you. Now, here's part one, titled Patient Zero. Zero, the number of answers, the point where every diagnosis begins and where for some, it ends. Welcome back to Last Breath Diaries. Today, we're taking a look into the mysterious. How do you get a proper diagnosis if you're the first? Or a disease so rare, the doctors you see have only read about it briefly in a medical textbook? Today, we bring you the story of Rachel Porter, a woman who tried to tell the world that something was killing her from the inside, even as everyone around her insisted she was fine. It began in April of 2016. Rachel was 34, a high school guidance counselor from Portland, Oregon. Married, mother of two, the kind of woman who remembered everyone's birthdays and still hand-wrote thank you notes. Her life was normal, busy, but normal, until one morning she couldn't get out of bed. "It's like my body just unplugged," she told her husband, Mark. She laughed about it at first. "Maybe I'm just tired." But over the next few weeks, exhaustion became her constant companion. She would come home from school and collapse on the couch, trembling, her heart racing like she'd run a marathon. Then came the nausea, the dizziness, the weight loss. 10 pounds, then 20. Her co-workers whispered, "She looks sick." Her doctor didn't seem to agree. "Your labs are normal," he said, spinning in his chair with that rehearsed calm doctors carry like armor. "Maybe you're stressed, hormonal. You work with teenagers. That's enough to drive anyone crazy." Rachel smiled politely. But inside, something felt wrong. Deeply, irreversibly wrong. By June, her skin had started to change, taking on a bronze tone, even though she hadn't been in the sun. Her eyes seemed darker, her freckles deeper. She looked in the mirror one morning and didn't recognize the woman staring back. At school, she fainted while talking to a student. Her blood pressure had bottomed out. The ER ran tests, all normal. She was told to hydrate more. Mark tried to stay patient, but one night when she fainted again while brushing her teeth, he snapped. "Rachel, it's gotta be in your head. Every doctor says the same thing. You're fine." Rachel didn't answer. She just sat on the bathroom floor, shaking, whispering to herself, "Then why does it feel like I'm dying?" By September, she could barely make it through a workday. Her muscles ached, her stomach rejected food, and her mind grew foggy. She started keeping a journal of every symptom, every fainting spell, every dizzy episode. The entries became desperate. Open quote, September 8th. Woke up dizzy again. Skin looks darker. Feel like my heart stops for a second sometimes. September 19th. Doctor says it's anxiety. Maybe I'm crazy, but what if I'm not? Close quote. She saw 5 doctors in 9 months. Each one said the same thing. Stress, depression, thyroid, nothing. Until one cold, rainy afternoon in February 2017, when she was referred, almost accidentally, to Dr. Elijah Warren, an endocrinologist who had a reputation for being thorough, sometimes too thorough. Rachel sat across from him, pale and trembling, her voice barely a whisper. "I've been sick for a year," she said, "and no one believes me." Dr. Warren didn't interrupt. He listened, really listened. Then he looked at her chart, her weight loss, her low blood pressure, her darkened skin. He looked back up. "Has anyone ever checked your cortisol levels?" She blinked. "My what?" He ordered blood work immediately, and for the first time in almost a year, someone called her back the same day. "Rachel," his voice was calm but urgent, I need you to come in right now. Her cortisol was critically low. Her body was in crisis. Her adrenal glands, the small vital organs that produce hormones for stress, salt balance, and life itself, had stopped working. Dr. Warren suspected Addison's disease, a condition so rare it affects fewer than 100,000 people worldwide. The body slowly shuts down, cell by cell, until the smallest stress, a cold, a fever, even standing too quickly, can cause complete collapse. That night, as she lay in the hospital bed hooked to IV fluids and hydrocortisone, Rachel turned to Mark, eyes wet and voice trembling. "So it's real?" she whispered. "I wasn't crazy?" Mark nodded, tears streaming down his face. "No, baby, you were dying, and nobody saw it." But this was only the beginning. Addison's isn't cured, it's managed. And even with the right medication, Rachel's body was already fragile, too fragile. In the coming months, she would face crashes that sent her heart into free fall, hospital stays that ended with codes called overhead, and moments where her body teetered between this world and the next. And though Dr. Warren had found the cause, he couldn't promise survival. 3 questions remain as we close this first chapter. 1. How do you survive the year everyone told you were fine when it was the year you were closest to death? 2. What happens to trust in medicine, in marriage, in yourself after that kind of betrayal? 3. And what if this diagnosis came too late to save her? Part 2 of Rachel's story airs tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in to Last Breath Diaries. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a single episode.